Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back to the channel. Mark here from Labyrinth Studios, back again with another reaction video for you. Today we are looking at a Japanese band. This one was recommended to me once again by a commenter on another video, so I'm excited to check this one out. I don't really know anything about this band, I've not heard of them before. They are called, I'm probably gonna butcher this, Sokoninaru? Sokoninaru? I think that's it. I was just having to look at my screen to even remember what the name of the band was. This is their song Tenohira De Odoru. I think that's how you say it, probably not. I'm guessing this is going to be in the rock genre. I might be wrong. I really don't know what to expect here, so I'm excited to check it out. I always enjoy checking out Japanese bands. I always enjoy checking out the stuff that gets recommended to me. I've had some great tunes so far. So without further ado, let's get stuck into it. This is Sokoninaru with their song Tenohira De Odoru. I'm gonna go with that anyway. Let's get into the song. Okay, yeah, first up, a lot to dive into. I love it. I'll say that first off. Really like what I'm hearing here. Great production, really punchy, really to the point. I love how fast paced and fast moving the song is with its arrangement. There are some really nice kind of stop-start stabs kind of going on. Really solid introduction, very punchy how it's just straight into it. I love the snare sound, really, yeah, super tight, super punchy. Nice kind of jangly, overdriven guitar tones going on where they're, you know, fairly scooped, but there's a nice level of mid-range to them. Really nice overdriven bass tones going on as well, and I liked as it came into the chorus, hearing some of the female vocals come in. The male and the female vocals just blend really nicely with each other, complement each other really well. Yeah, not much more to say other than that. Yeah, I really like how fast moving it is, and just how I love kind of fast up-tempo rock songs like this that, especially on first listen, you know, it's kind of moving so fast, there's so much to take in, you're almost a bit overwhelmed, but in a good way. Just a really great upbeat energy to this. Nice sense of melody as well with the vocals. Yeah, let's listen to some more. Okay, I just accidentally pressed the back button on my browser, but I wanted to take it back a bit anyway, so yeah, here we go. They have a huge sound for just the three of them. Wow, yeah, so much going on here. There was some cool little, there was just a little snippet of like a blast beat on the drums. So yeah, there's tons of different little bits of obvious influences and inspiration genre-wise that I can kind of take from these guys. And it's a whole mishmash of a whole melding pot of influences going on, and yet they have their own very concrete identity to their sound as well. I love the kind of wall of noise that all the double tracking and layering on the guitars are creating. Nice stereo width to the guitars. Interesting that, you know, there's parts where there's obvious doubling on, particularly with the sort of more melodic kind of riffy stuff going on with the guitar. You can hear clear definition between two recorded guitar parts, and yet a lot of it sounds just like one guitar, even though there's layering and stacking going on. And that's really nice how it all kind of builds together very nicely. So it still sounds like a free piece, and it sounds quite raw in that sense, and yet there is that slickness to the production. The drums, the kick drum in particular, sounds great here. It's like super punchy, and there was a nice little break, a little stop where, yeah, the kick just had like a great weight and thud to it. There was a bit with like palm muting going on with the guitar, which sounded super cool. Just sounded really like thick and dense. In general, the guitars, even though they're quite thin and sort of jangly sounding, they also have like a real heaviness to them. And I say thin and jangly, I mean that in a good way. Sort of slight math rock kind of vibe to it, and yet there is a sort of sense of metal there as well. It's quite heavy in parts, the song in general, but the guitar tones as well. Yeah, I absolutely love this. This is great. Let's get back into the song. Wow. Yeah. Yeah, I'll just stop the video there before that Grammarly advert comes in. Shout out to Grammarly. Not really. Yes, that was absolutely awesome. I loved that. That was, yeah, just great. Great. So much to take in there in the best possible way that just makes me want to listen to it more and more. The toms in the mix, because there are some really nice, like really tight fills there, I would have liked the toms to be a little louder in the mix. In general, what a great drum sound. Super tight, super punchy. Everything fits together really well here in terms of the production and the mix. Just showcases how proficient they all are on their instruments. Just great songwriting. There's so many like cool little stops and starts and little riffs there that just constantly like surprised you. Just made for a really exciting listen. The vocals are great. I loved how the male and female vocals just work together in tandem really nicely. Killer bass tone, nice overdriven sound that filled out the low end nicely in a way that, you know, this is quite often in rock or like heavier genres of music where when you have heavy guitars, sometimes the guitars will take a lot of that low end energy, but quite often if you can get the bass and the guitars sort of working nicely together, the bass can fill out the low end in a way that almost adds to the guitar's low end, if that makes sense. It makes the guitars sound a bit heavier without the guitars having to eat up too much space and information in the mix, as there is quite often a lot to compete with in a mix like this. You know, there's a lot going on with the arrangement and the tones and just the speed and the pace and tempo of the song. Yeah, I loved the kind of little sort of mathy licks on guitar in the song, particularly in some of the breaks. Super cool. just really digging this tune. So yeah, thank you to the person that recommended this to me. Really enjoyed it. Definitely interested in this band now. So I hope you enjoyed my reaction to it. And yeah, if you did, then give the video a like. Subscribe to the channel as well if you haven't already. That really helps me out. Hit the notifications bell as well if you do want to stay up to date with the videos that I'm putting out. That'll just keep you notified when I put out a new video, so you can check it out. I do plenty of react videos like this on the channel from my sound engineer perspective, just looking at the production, mixing, recording, and all those elements to recorded music and live recorded music as well, both studio and live. And then I put out videos just on various studio related stuff, sound engineering related stuff. So if you're into any of that kind of thing, then there's plenty to enjoy here on the channel. So yeah, with all that said, I hope you enjoyed the video, and I will see you again in the next one.